We're here in section 1, and so you can see along the fence pretty decent clean, but there again, like I said, we had 2 storms that came through with 50 to 60 mile an hour gusts back to back, and so we're trying to clean this area up. And if you kind of see here, got the limbs that had fell and the dead, but you can see it's not too bad here. It's not too bad. Let's say I'm gonna walk a little bit more up towards section 3. Now I'm recording section 3 here a little bit. Didn't do too bad. You can see how the wind did really good blowing the leaves, but if you'll notice here, try to zoom a little bit, you see how they kind of bunched up right there. Not too bad. So it turned out pretty decent through here so far. Good afternoon. Steve Harmon here at Oakland Cemetery, and it is January the 25th, 11:30. The weather's in the upper 60s. You see I got a t-shirt on, so it's pretty decent. But my plan here is to do a follow-up on some of the cleaning the leaves falling in the fall and winter. And what I'd like to show here, we did have some southeasterly winds, and I'm going to pan around this section 5 to kind of show you the leaves blew up against the fence. Alright, I've went over this 3 times with a lawnmower since the leaves started falling. The last video I did was in the middle of December, and so now all the leaves are off. By the about the first week of January, most all the leaves had fell. And I did do some leaf blowing, but very little. So I'm going to show you, if you look at the first video, you'll see what it looked like. Okay, we're still in section 5, and I'm under this pine tree to kind of show you what it looks like. We had a couple storms here within the last month, and both of the storms had 50 to 60 mile an hour gust winds. And also, like I said, we had some southwesterly winds here. Kind of show you, if you see the pine cones and different limbs, that's typically what we get here almost every time we have a storm. And you can see over here where the leaves had probably blowed up against the fence line. And so I'm going to zoom around this thing a little bit so you can see just how the leaves got blowed up to the fence. So, which is a good thing. I can pull my truck back here and start loading. This area here, you see a lot of the leaves here. Okay, I'm back here in section 4 and kind of showing the fence line here where all the leaves are at. Okay, and it goes on down. It's a right good ways here, but it goes down. See if I can zoom in a little bit. Okay, in the last video I did for the leaf cleaning and things, this area here, I said in the video that I did rake and cut in this area, but your lawnmower, the bagger's not going to pick up all the pine cones and pine needles. But you can see this is riddled with all kinds of pine cones. Yesterday I went through here and I picked up all the little sticks and some of the branches that had fell, and today after this video I plan on going through here and rake it up a little bit and getting all these pine cones up. You pretty well got to pick pine cones up every week, especially in the morning before you cut. And I had just taken a full load to the city landfill today. Looking at now is section 6, and you see it turned out pretty decent. One of the biggest issues are these little gumballs. Now they're starting to fall. They haven't all fell yet, and I'm trying to monitor that a little bit, because this year has been a pretty decent year as far as getting leaves up. But like I said, if you look at the previous video, you can see what it looked like. You can see here, we're in section 4 again, right up to the road here, and you can see it looks pretty daggone good. Paul and his brother Steve from the Sons of the Confederates came out here about a month or so ago, and less than a month, and raked all this up and hauled it away, which was really helpful. Now what I try to do is try to zoom by this tree a little bit. You can see the kind of overgrowth, and what I normally do is when I throw the small little limbs up against the tree, and then when I have a load of leaves, I come back and load these little branches and stuff like this to kind of hold the leaves down, so when I go to the city landfill they don't blow all over the place while I'm going there. But that's what I try to do. This time I was only able to get back in the back with some small branches because the truck was really loaded. Okay, that's the end of videoing for some yard maintenance here. But there is a couple lessons I've learned. One, I used the backpack blower first time to blow leaves. Well, I used it for a couple hours, and then the next few days, man, my back, it was so much pain back there that I'm going to have to do something to put some padding, some foam or something back there to keep the vibrations off my back. And the other thing is, once the leaves start falling, is to go ahead and run the lawnmower over and start mulching them at least several times. Then when the leaves fall, or have all fallen, then I should be able to make out better. Thank you for watching the video. Have a good day.
Bet you didn't get the bag out of the truck.
Oh,